Good afternoon, Mr. Phipps. This mission, should you decide to accept it, will prove to be one of the most important and dangerous missions of your career. It involves freeing one of the most important secret agents in this country's history from a solid granite prison cell 5,000 feet beneath the ocean, underneath a radioactive volcano. Should you decide to undertake this mission, you know that your life will be in constant danger. Good luck. The sandwich will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
It's the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with guest stars Joan Baez, John Hartford, Lino Tempo and April Stevens. The committee, special guest star Jackie Mason. The Jimmy Joy Singers, the Ron Poindexter Dancers, and Nelson Riddle and his orchestra. From Television City in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, meet the Smothers Brothers.
This famous song is known to every schoolchild and expresses the arduous labors of the boatmen as they push their boats up the long and treacherous Volga River. And it is a true work song for the men who work to its cadence.
That's true. You see, originally, my brother knows this, I'm just going to reiterate it, but originally, the boatmen, they just worked and they didn't have anything to work with. They would just make grunts and groans and as they pushed the boats up the river. But because they were very creative guys, most of these boatmen, very creative and real swingers, they just got up there and created some musical things to make their day more interesting as they had to work on the river.
And they start off very primitively.
Yeah, but
how did the primitive work song go?
This is what they created, these guys, all together, working together, they created this song.
Okay, like what?
La 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 la. See, they were a lot of fun.
That's right.
You wouldn't want to go camping with any one of them for any length of time because
actually it did make their work easier because they worked to the song in the cadence there, and they helped them pull their boats up the river.
That's right. They had these big boats, these big flat boats like this, and they'd have they'd stand on the back with these poles.
This a flatboat?
Yeah, some of the guys that couldn't sing too good, they'd be back here in the back here. Sometimes it'd be kind of the little guys with the high voices who would sit up in the front here, and most of the guys would sit in the back with these poles.
Yeah,
and
that's
work
right.
their
Now,
boats.
I think it'd be interesting. Why don't you tell the people why they used poles?
Well, they tried Romanians, Dickie, but see, you put a Romanian, the minute they get their head in the water, they go limp. So they had to use poles.
You don't understand. They used wooden poles.
They tried to use wooden Romanians, too.
All
but-
right, now, Tommy, the reason that the boatmen used poles is that they were not strong as they were not strong enough to row their boats up against the treacherous and long and arduous Volga River. Now, to get into this song, Tom, and to really have the feeling of identity with the song, I think you're going to have to get in and identify with these Volga boatmen, rough, robust, virile, very brawny men.
Oh, Yakman.
That's it. Now you're getting it.
Yeah. Oh, we're the mighty Volga boatmen.
That's right. That's good.
Pushing, straining, sweating, swearing, spitting.
That's right.
We're very vulgar. We're the Volga boatmen.
That's right, Tommy. I could see by the way you're identifying with these boatmen that you're really starting to get the feel of the song, trying to get the character of the song.
My
right?
name is Tomasov Smothrovsky. Tote that barge, lift that bale, get a little drunk. We get drunk, we drink vodka. Us powerful Volga boatmen drink vodka.
You've really got it now, but you made one little error. In Russia, they don't drink vodka. They drink vodka. They say vodka.
We tote that barge, we drink vodka. We drink too much vodka, we vomit.
Yes, Tommy, but you're proud.
Yeah.
You may vomit, but you're proud, right?
Da.
You're proud because your boat takes you to all the historical landmarks of ancient Russia, to Leningrad,
Leningrad.
to Stalingrad.
Stalingrad. Stalin, named after Stalin,
And
Stalingrad.
then-
And
that's right,
Leningrad.
Leningrad.
Named after Lenin sisters.
Name-
Little Russian humor. I think I'll vomit.
And you're proud of the great cultural heritage of Mother Russia.
Da, you bet my boots.
You're right. You bet
I'll
you're
vomit my boots
All right.
in a
I'll
minute.
tell you. And what is the greatest cultural export that the Russians have? It's the ballet, the greatest ballet in the world.
The world's greatest ballet.
Bolshoi.
No, really, it's the world's greatest ballet. The Bolshoi Ballet. I, die, 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 die. I, die, 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 die. Fight the mighty string, Volga boatmen, Volga boatmen.
Control yourselves.
This next performer we have on the show here is a good friend of ours. He's been with us for about 3 seasons now, hasn't he, Tom? It's a writer and as a performer.
That's right.
On Glenn's show and on our own.
Yeah. Since he's been on in such demand as a writer and performer, we're lucky to have him just as a performer only. Ladies and gentlemen, our very good friend and a great talent and poet, Mr. John Hartford.
Stumble through a yellow field of dying grass. In front of me, some happy people quickly pass, hailing deep the air while love goes flying high. While younger hands and distant windows wave goodbye. I forgot to live in oh so many ways. Thought I saw the numbers marked on all the days. Trembled at the warnings of the sad old men. Beware, my son, the earth is coming to an end. But now a breeze of simple truth blows through my hair, striking down the fences in my vacant stare, stretching out my arms to fly. I know I'm free. I find I'm getting younger now, the more I see. I didn't know the world would last this long. I didn't know I'd ever sing this song. I didn't know how right I could be wrong. I didn't know the world would last this long. Words of fear go spinning out across the land. Those who need the guidance, a reassuring hand. Someone softly singing now comes walking by. Suddenly they'll find their voice, then they'll cry. I didn't know the world would last this long. I didn't know I'd ever sing this song. I didn't know how right I could be wrong. I didn't know the world would last this long.
This next gentleman was on our show about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and he did gave us such a tremendous performance. Right away we asked him if he would be so kind to come back and do our show once again this season. And he said he would, and we're very proud to have him back. So let's have a big hand for Mr. Jackie Mason.
Thank you. It's not necessary. That's all, huh? You don't know what a thrill it is to see me in person. I'm on the wrong side of it. I'll tell you very truthfully, I don't care if I'm a hit or not. It's not important to me. I got enough money to last me the rest of my life. Unless I want to buy something, then I'm... That's my best joke, mister. You never saw a Jew before? He's looking at me like he's waiting for a comedian to show up. A lot of people think I'm Jewish because I talk like this. I put this on. I don't have to talk like this. I could talk like this. You see the difference, mister? Are you busy? I'll tell you the whole story. I think I finished with that guy. This is interesting. Not to him. But this is the only business where it really requires so much stamina, so much talent, and so much experience to be a hit. You could go into politics, know nothing about it, and make a fortune. This is the only business in the world. If you want to run the country, you don't have to know anything. Did you know that? You don't have to have 1 minute's experience. Did you know that? Did you know anything at all that I'm talking about? I got the stiffs right in the front. Can't you sit in the back? Oh, that happens to be the truth. Do you know if you wanted to be a plumber, you need experience. But if you want to be a governor, you don't have to. You know what I'm talking about? Not that I want to pick on any of our congressmen or on our governors, like a man like Ronald Reagan. I respect him tremendously. I do. The fact that he don't know what he's doing is not important. But the truth is, I have the highest respect for him. Anybody who could know nothing and hold a job is a fantastic person. I'm kidding you. I made a couple enemies there. Because I don't want to pick on him. Because the truth of the matter is, it's a great democratic process that could elect a man like this, who is... But, you understand what I'm talking about? But how did he get the job? Not that I'm picking on him. I don't know if you noticed that. But it's symbolic of something that here's a man had to prove. I don't know where the time is. Just when I think I'm doing good there, I lose there. It's symbolic. Anybody who wants to see. It's symbolic. I feel like I'm surrounded by Arabs. It's surrounded. Yeah, I'm trying to keep a show on a high level for this reason. I think it's overdone. And I think it's unfortunate that the average entertainer, when he walks out on the stage, thinks he has to resort to sexual references and terminology in order to be a hit. And it's permeating our whole culture. And it's unfortunate. You can't go to a movie today and see a clean picture. They're getting dirtier all the time. Movies are getting so filthy that I can't get out of the movies. And I think it's unfortunate that they're making sex the major issue of our time. There's more important things than sex. Could you think of something? Why don't they talk about music and things like that? Don't you think music is more important than sex for a man in your condition? I always thought it was. I always did. But then I started to notice that if I don't hear a concert for a year and a half, it don't bother. Well, let's be honest. You ever see anybody get up 5 o'clock in the morning to hear a concert? You ever see a guy call up his best friend and say, "Hello, Sam, have I got a concert?" You ever see a guy go into a strange town and say to a taxi driver, "Listen, you know where there's a hot concert?" You understand that? Sex is not dirty. Sex is life. It's life. Isn't it life, mister? Are you stupid? I'm asking you a simple question. Sex is life. Without sex, would you be here? I think you would. That's not nice to say. I was looking at you, but I'm thinking about this guy. And the whole idea is stupid because children don't learn the facts of life from adults. Do you know that? They learn it from other children. They learn it through games that they themselves don't even understand. You ever see how every kid in the world plays doctor? Now you think they don't know what they're doing? Why don't they play accountant? I never saw a kid play accountant. Even the kids that want to be lawyers play doctor. You want me to tell you the truth? This great overemphasis on the whole idea of sex has created more divorces in America than any other single cause. Do you know that? Because when a man looks at a woman before he marries her, he's not interested in her as a human being. Watch any man asking a girl out on a date. Why do you think he picked out this girl? Why? Mister, do you think because she's an intelligent person? Does a man ever think of a woman's intelligence before he marries her? He's not even listening when she talks. If she looks sexy enough, he doesn't know what she's saying. He doesn't care. She could tell him, "I got 3 days to live." He says, "Good, I'm only here for the weekend." Does he care? Do you ever see a man notice a woman's intelligence at any time? A girl could graduate 300 colleges, get 100% on every subject of every study she ever made on anything. Who am I talking to? She could be the biggest genius that ever lived, but if she's got a mustache, and another woman could be an idiot. Never got more than 38 on anything, but if the 38 is over here... You understand what I'm talking about? I never saw a man that cared about a woman's intelligence. And a woman knows this. Women like to think that they're interesting a man on the basis of their mind. And they resent a man who doesn't like them for themselves, who's not interested in their mentality and their mind. They resent the fact that they want them for physical attraction. Because physical things should mean nothing compared to their intelligence. If that's the case, then they really believed it. How come before every date the woman always goes to the beauty parlor? You ever see her go to the library? I never saw that. Why do they show you so much cleavage? Why don't they show you a report card? And why do they wear skirts up to here? What are they trying to show you? Their intelligence? You understand this? Because the truth of the matter is that women don't believe it either. They know that men are attracted to them on the basis of their physical... You got that? Next, I'm back to you. Well, it happens to be true. I never saw a man think about a woman's character before he marries her. After he's married to her, he wonders about her intelligence and her character. That's why there's so many divorces. Does he think about her intelligence before he marries her, or her character, or even her cooking? Now, there's nothing in the world more important in a marriage than good cooking. Right, mister? I never saw a man think about it before he marries her. You ever see a guy look at a girl and say, ha-ha, looks like a great cook? You ever see a guy take a girl home and try to get her into the kitchen? I have to leave you now because I took a day off from my regular business just to be here. This is not my regular business. I'm a builder. You know what I recently built? An 11-foot pole. That's in case I meet a girl that I can't touch with a 10-foot.
Our next guest made her debut at the first Newport Folk Festival about 10 years ago.
Since then, she's been on the cover of Time magazine and in Life magazine and in jail in Oakland, California. And tonight she's on our show. We admire her very much, and we admire her individuality
And we're very
her
happy to
integrity.
have her here.
And we're happy to have her on the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Joan Baez.
Sweet Sir Galahad came in through the window in the night when the moon was in the yard. He took her hand in his and shook the long hair from his neck, and he told her she'd been working much too hard. It was true that ever since the day her crazy man had passed away to the land of poets' pride, she laughed and talked a lot with new people on the block, but always at evening time she cried. And here's to the dawn of their days. La 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 la. La 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 la. She moved her head a little down on the bed until it rested softly on his knee. There she dropped her smile, and there she sighed a while and told him all the sadness of those years that numbered 3. Well, you know, I think my fate's belated 'cause of all the hours I waited for the day when I'd no longer cry. I get myself to work by 8, but oh, was I born too late? Do you think I'll fail at every single thing I try? And here's to the dawn of their days. Well, he just put his arm around her, and that's the way I found her 8 months later to the day. The lines of a smile erased the tear tracks upon her face, smile that could linger, even stay. Sweet Sir Galahad went down with his gay bridal flowers, the prince of the hours of her lifetime. And here's to the dawn of their days, of their days. so that song doesn't leave you in utter confusion, it's a song that I wrote as a gift to my sister on her wedding. And she was marrying a gentleman with very long hair, very Sir Galahad-y. The next song is a song that'll be on my next album, which will be coming out shortly. The album is called David's Album. David is my husband. David's a sort of a California hillbilly. And so the songs on the record are all country and western, and it's a kind of a gift to David because he's going to be going to prison probably in June, and he'll be there for 3 years. The reason he's going, he refused to have anything to do with the draft or selective service or whatever you want to call it, militarism in general. And the point is, if you do that and you do it up front or overground, then you're going to get busted. And so, especially if you organize, which he does. So this song is called The Green, Green Grass of Home. The old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train. And there to meet me is my mama and my papa. Down the lane I look, and there comes Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Standing, though the paint is cracked and dry. And there's the old oak tree that I used to play on. Down the lane I walk with my sweet Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to meet me, arms are reaching, smiling sweetly. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Around me to the cold clay walls that surround me, and then I realized that I was only dreaming. There's the guard and the sad old padre, arm in arm we walk at daybreak. Again I touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, we'll all be together in the shade of the old oak tree when we meet beneath the green, green grass of home.
We're going to do a song from your album that looks like it's going to be a big one, and it's a Bobby Dylan song. It's beautiful. Entitled, what? I Shall Be Released.
I shall be released.
Kick it off, kid.
They say everything can be replaced. They say every distance is not near.
We'll be right back with Joan Baez, John Hartford, the committee, and Jackie Mason on the second half of the Smothers Comedy Brothers Hour.
We have a lot of exciting guests on tonight's show. We have, of course, Jackie Mason, Joan Baez, the committee, and also two very talented performers who are coming up next. They're friends of my brother and myself, and we've wandered around seeing them hang out at different areas. And we're very proud to have them on. Different areas. Here they are, very good friends of ours. We think they're fine performers. Let's give a big hand to April Stevens and Nino Tempo.
Itemize the things you covet as you squander through your life. Bigger cars, bigger houses, term insurance for your wife. Tuesday evenings with your harlot, and on Wednesdays it's your charlatan analyst. He's high upon your list. You've got air-conditioned sinuses and dark disturbing doubt about religion, and you keep those cards and letters going out while your secretary's tempting you. Your morals are exempting you from guilt and shame. Heaven knows you're not to blame. You better take care of business, Mr. Businessman. What's your plan? Get down to business, Mr. Businessman, if you can before it's too late and you throw your life away.
Did you see your children growing up today? And did you hear the music of their laughter as they set about to play? Did you catch the fragrance of those roses in your garden? Did the morning sunlight warm your soul, brighten up your day? Do you qualify to be alive, or is the limit of your sense of soul as only to survive? Hey, yeah. Spending counterfeit incentive, wasting precious time and health, placing value on the worthless, disregarding priceless wealth. You can wheel and deal the best of them and steal it from the rest of them. You know the score. Their ethics are a bore. 86 group anesthetic crutches brought you to the top, where the smiles are all synthetic and the ulcers never stop. When they take that final inventory, yours will be the same sad story everywhere. No one will really care. No one more lonely than this rich, important man. Let's have your autograph, endorse your epitaph. You better take care of business, Mr. Businessman. What's your plan? Get down to business, Mr. Businessman, if you can. Better take care of business, Mr. Businessman. What's your plan? Get down to business, Mr. Businessman, if you can. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Take care of business.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Moscow Art Ballet Folklorico rarely makes an American television appearance. And tonight, we're very happy to say, is no exception. But here's a group that'll appear anywhere, anytime, and they're great for bar mitzvahs, anything. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the fabulous committee.
Listen, where shall I put all those presents?
Oh, just right over there, anywhere. It's fine. It doesn't even matter.
Okay. These can be so
excited.
Oh, I know.
How'd you get those candles lit? Isn't that something? 79 candles on that one.
The senior citizen said he's coming along.
Is he coming?
Yeah, here he comes. All right, you get the lights.
Howdy, Tenderfoot. How'd you like to go up against a real gunslinger? Drop a dime in that slot. Strap on that hog leg. Back up and look out. When I count 3, slap leather. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! You got me that time, Tenderfoot. How'd you like another chance? Drop a dime in that slot. Strap on that hog leg. Back up and watch out. When I count 3, slap leather. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! You got me that time, Tenderfoot. How'd you like another chance? Drop a dime in that slot. Strap on that hog leg. Back up and watch out. When I count 3, slap leather. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Third time's a charm, Tenderfoot.
Hi there. My name is Barbie. You certainly are a very handsome man. I think we could have some wonderful times together. Why don't you come a little closer so I can get to know you better? Not now. I have a headache.
Hi, friends. Ralph Williams, Pontiac. 15800 Ventura Boulevard in the city of Encino in the city of Downey, and I'm proud to say no other dealer in the world can make that statement. I want to talk to you about cars. I want to talk to you about new cars. I want to talk to you about used cars. I want to talk to you about the size of your budget. I want to talk to you about everything. So come on out and see me, folks. Ralph Williams. Don't forget, with every car you purchase from me, you get absolutely free 4 new batteries on 1 new tire, white sidewall heaters. Come and see me, Ralph Williams, 15800 Ventura Boulevard in the city of Encino. Come on out. Thank you very much.
Cut! Ralph Williams, take number 42.
There are 2 things that are very important to living in this life, and one is breathing and one is eating. And we've discovered since we came to Los Angeles that you can't really breathe too well and hope to survive. So a lot of people seem to spend most of their time concerning themselves with what they eat. And as a result, in LA and all over, there are a lot of health places and organic food places. So we'd like to take you now to a health bar.
I'll have a great big glass of carrot juice, please.
Gee, I'm sorry, my friend. I think you've had enough.
Is that you, darling?
Yes, honey, I'm home.
Oh, honey, how was your day?
Oh, it was just wonderful. I set fire to my briefcase in the office. The steps were falling down. What is this?
Oh, isn't this wonderful? It's a real cigar store
Gee,
in
no
Indian.
kidding. How much did this cost?
Well, it was a real bargain. I only got it for $622.
$622?
Oh, but honey,
Look, Ellen, I'm going to go upstairs now. I'm going to change my clothes to work in the yard. When I come back down here, this better be gone. Your teeth are going to be all over the rug. You understand me?
That was close.
Mr. Plimpton, as your doctor, I must warn you, the slightest emotional shock may kill you.
when you live in a free country, you have to pay the price. And in America, the price is called income tax.
That's right. So tonight we'd like to make a comedy contribution to the wonderful world of income tax, mainly because contributions are all deductible.
Let me tell you how it will be. There's one for you, 19 for me. Cause I'm the tax man. Yeah, I'm the tax man.
You know what the budget in this country was last year? Look who I picked out to know the budget. The budget last year was $187 billion. You know what? I gave them $12. Now, do you think without my $12 they couldn't get along? I told them, first spend $187 billion. Then if you're $12 short, I'll help you out.
Mr. Washburn, you're a simple janitor, and yet you've deducted more than $1,000 on eyeglasses alone. Now, how do you explain that?
Why must you question everything I say?
Let's see now. We get a deduction for Bobby, Karen, little Linda, and Baby, and Ted, even though he's still in school, but I still support, pay for half his support. And if the new baby's born this year, we can use him as another deduction. If I can get just one more dependent, I won't have to pay taxes at all this year.
Well, honey, why don't we get married?
I'll tell you another thing. You know how much money they waste every year just christening battleships? Every time they christen a battleship, a bottle of champagne for no reason, $12 shot. First of all, they got no right to christen a battleship. If I was the president, I'd never allow it. What do you mean you christen a battleship? You bar mitzvah that. And no champagne either, a glass of tea, good enough. I would use one tea bag for 4 glasses. How'd I make a living?
Working for the Internal Revenue Service is going to drive me crazy. Tax time comes every year, and they come in here with claims and deductions that you wouldn't believe. And on top of that, my own kid this morning tells me he's not going to pay his taxes on account of the war. See, and on the way to work, I pass another kid who's burning his draft card. And when I get here, I got to come in the back door because the front door is plugged up with people who are sitting down in the halls protesting income taxes and war. I'm a nervous wreck. I can't see anybody else today, okay?
Oh, well, look, there's really just one very sweet person who's been waiting all morning to see you. I know you feel bad, but maybe just this one person?
All right, send her in.
Okay. Would
Maybe
you come in, please?
take my mind off.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Joan Baez.
Now let's take a look here at your deductions. This looks good. This one's okay. And that one's legitimate. Got great news for you. The first time in 50 years you're gonna get a refund on your taxes, Mr. Plimpton.
You know how much money they spend every year building roads? Now, to you it makes no difference because you don't pay taxes. But it's killing me because I don't need roads. I'm against roads. Why should I pay for roads? I haven't got a car. I told them, buy me a car, I'll build your road. The road they're building is not even my neighborhood. Why should I pay for somebody else's road? Even if I had a car, I couldn't get to that road. Because from my house to that road, there's no road.
Now, we take the $800,000 from the indebted Canadian mining firm and put it into municipal funds, thus freeing our equity. And over here, we liquidate the debentures, and mortgaging the real estate from the West Side apartment buildings, and we take that out in time for the August deposit in the Zurich account, which gives us a net grand total profit for this month over here of $382,426,530.83.
Tax-free.
I'm the tax man. Yeah.
Thank you. We'd like to thank our guests, Jackie Mason, Joan Baez, John Hartford, April and Nino, and the committee. Let's give them a big hand.
Yeah.
Good job.
Next week, our guests will be David Fry, Lee French, the Righteous Brothers, and special guest Glenn Campbell. So, bye now.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Also appearing on tonight's show was Carl Gottlieb. This is Roger Carroll.